Look at that new floor. I'm gonna wash my shoes, both pairs, because they're just getting kind of gross. I'll wash both pairs of shoes here. I don't know. Here, gonna just do some laundry. Let's see if it does it again. This had 2 minutes left. It had 2 minutes left. It worked itself back up to 7 minutes left. We're about down to 4 minutes. We're looking at about another 30 seconds. '20th second. Two minutes. We're back. Okay, I'm ready. Okay. I didn't think to record in the moment. I went and visited Shelby at her work today. Thought I'd surprise her and brought her a drink on her break. Anyways, I didn't think to film when I was there. I ran into an old friend I hadn't seen. Something like 7 years. I want to say right before COVID was the last time I saw him, and he was doing a delivery. Stopped and chit-chatted and gave him my phone number. Maybe he'll actually get back to me and we'll catch up, because it would be good. It would be good to get caught up with one another. I'm trying to think. Like, for the vlog, should I tell you guys the story? Should I wait to see if we catch up and we'll tell the story together, maybe podcast style? Maybe I should wait on that. That's actually something I used to do, a podcast called The Bear Thing Show. And something we always plan to do, maybe it's about that time, was to do like a reunion episode where we try to get all of our old friend group back to regale accounts. Is it regale? Is regale the right word? I don't know. To the co-host, Shim Sham Sam, my Bear Thing Show co-host, wanted to at least have the three of us, the person I ran into today, being the third, do a catch-up type episode. Yeah, coming soon, the Statute of Limitations podcast, potentially. It was pleasant, though. So I went on, I'll tell a couple of funny things that happened. I was going to surprise Shelby, and as I was approaching, I had a funny feeling, like an uneasiness. So I thought that was interesting that I had that feeling like something kind of uneasy was about to happen, something not the most simple. And then I ran into a person I hadn't run into a long time that we didn't have the best interaction with the last time we talked. So I guess that explains why. But we had a fine interaction because you get out what you put in, and we could have had a standoffish, and I could have been standoffish and all that, but you get out what you put in. So I was friendly. He was receptive to it. Was friendly back. And then we had a little bit of chit chat. But it was cool to catch up. I'm not going to go into all his details here. So that feeling. The other thing, though, was that I got some drinks, right? I got a Powerade for myself, and I got a Red Bull for Shelby. And he was talking to me at the time, and I told him that I was doing what the Lord had led me. I was following the Lord's guidance, and that he told me as long as I let everyone know that what he's doing in my life, as long as I keep doing the Lord's work, that he'll keep paying me. And I said that, and he was like, huh, that's interesting. And then the total was 777. I was like, well, that's fun. Like, coincidences are coincidences. So, like, I'm not going to say that means anything. But a series of coincidences, I don't believe in. Eventually, there's too many coincidences for it to be a coincidence. So that's all. I think that's all I want to say about that. Because, ultimately here, I'm trying to establish like a church, basically, but without the church building, like a hybrid online, offline community. Because I'm a temple, and God is not in the building. He is in the temple. I'm a temple. You're a temple. So God's in us. So when we come together, when two or more people come together, it's like temples coming together. So I'd say that's kind of church, isn't it? Without a building. So I'm trying to make church without a building. So it'd be cool to get like a Bible study going with some of these old friends of mine, like the old Bobbert. To get old Bobbert involved and stuff. We'll see what happens. I'm just thinking out loud. None of this is set in stone or saying that it is what is going to happen. Just thinking out loud. Haven't been really getting any comments on these. Let's make sure we leave 5 stars and comments about anything, really. Comment about anything. I'll respond to it. Goodbye. I'll talk to you tomorrow.